Hello and welcome to Sticks and Stones. We're back.
Yeah.
We had a little month hiatus there, some technical difficulties, but we're back. Yay! Hope everybody is having a good day today. It's Monday. I have with me today my good friend, beautiful lady, Reggie Sweat. I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you. I love being here. This
Yay.
is exciting. Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So, quick recap on Sticks and Stones. So, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. That's a saying I'm sure that all of us have heard, right, growing up, even through adulthood. But I call BS on that because I think that words can help us, but they can also really damage us.
That's right. That's right.
Have there been words in your life that have, whether you're telling yourself or somebody is telling you?
Oh, both ways. It always goes both ways. Internal clock is ticking in your mind and just whipping these words that are not good for you, but sometimes positive.
Right.
But, you know, we want to change it from more to positive than the negative.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And unfortunately, I think we focus on the negative a lot.
So true.
Yes.
So true.
But this is a platform just for us to kind of share the words and the stories attached to it. And if we have been able to overcome that word in the situation, to give some value add, how we did it, and maybe help somebody out there.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yeah.
It'll be good. So let's do it.
All right, let's do it. So I'm going to go first. I'm going to share my word, and then in the second segment, we'll hear what Reggie has in store for us. I know she's going back and forth. Might be a game time decision.
I know. Which way do I go?
So my word, I was really nervous about sharing, not really the word, but the story associated with it. This will be the fourth time I've actually talked about it at all. The first time publicly. Like, I can feel nervousness and anxiety building up as I decide to share this. My word is insecure. Or insecurity.
It's a big word.
It is.
It's a big word.
Oh, my heart's pounding.
No. But you got this.
I got it. That's what this platform's all about, right?
Yeah.
I got to be able to do it.
Yeah.
So I think insecurity can show itself in a lot of different ways, right? There's that's a big word with a lot of things attached to it.
True.
For me, mine was coming out as jealousy. Not necessarily, I would never really speak it out to others, but inside my head, it was coming across to me as though I was jealous, and it was in the realm of what I do for a living. So I am a graphic designer. I own a graphic design and marketing business, along with another business as well. But that's what I've done for about the past 18 years.
It's a lot of experience.
It is. But what started happening was, and I really didn't even realize I was doing this until probably I had been doing it for years, was that I would look at other people's work, designs, and almost and be jealous of what they were putting out there.
It's like you ask yourself why.
Right. And I would start to pick things apart, like in my own head, that I thought they were doing wrong, to like justify why, well, I'm better than them. But what I started realizing was that it was all internal on me. I was feeling insecure about, maybe my talent or the work I had been doing, or I knew I wanted to better myself and maybe I wasn't taking the steps to do that.
Yeah, but I think we all feel that way, no matter who you are. I don't care if you have, like she does, 18 years of experience in her background, but we always have the insecurity about ourselves being the best at what we do.
Right.
And also pleasing others at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
And we're always going to second guess ourselves, I think, in some form or fashion. We're human.
Right.
You're not a superhuman, right?
Right.
So
thank you.
don't beat yourself up.
Well, and that's what I was just going to say. I think people that pride themselves on whatever it is that they do, whether it's for work or others or out in the community, if it's a passion, you tend to be really, really hard on yourself.
Absolutely.
And we do just have to give ourselves a break.
Because what does passion mean? It comes from the heart.
Right.
Right?
But I did not like what I was doing. Like, I didn't like feeling jealous or, tearing other people down to make myself feel better. Like, I try really hard never to do that in other areas of my life, and I've done a pretty good job at it. And it was coming out in this area, and it really upset me. Like, it was embarrassing when I first shared this, and even today it was really hard to say. But
that's huge, though.
It is. It's helping me work through it. Like, I feel so much better even right now saying this out into the Facebook world. Hello.
Hello.
And whoever's watching.
But, pat yourself on the back like I'm going to pat you right now.
Thank you.
Because just to share that is very vulnerable and something to share with the public, you yourself. But I think everybody can relate to this.
Right.
In this feeling of insecurity. I mean, I have it. God knows I have it in every avenue of my life. So what you just said just basically, it made me feel like there's someone else out there that actually feels the same way. Right. So do not beat yourself up. But we are all in it together. And I don't care if you're the big top gun out there in your business, that multi-millionaire. They're just as insecure. And guess what? They can't do it without the help, a team. That's what
that
you
is
have.
so true.
You have a support system. Yeah. Especially when you feel that way.
Oh yeah, and that's actually one of the biggest pivots in this situation was I shared it with my coach a couple years ago, and that was the first time I had ever publicly said it to anybody. I had internalized this for probably 16 years of my career at that time.
I get it.
And what she had me do was so simple, but it helped. Like, I don't do it anymore. Or if I catch myself doing it, I flip the script really quick. So, see all these bracelets on my hand?
Yeah.
So I have 5 of them on here. She told me that anytime I find myself starting to feel that jealousy or started to like rip apart somebody else's designs and make myself feel better. So when I started feeling insecure, to take a bracelet and move it to my right hand. So this does a few things. It makes me do an action, so I'm recognizing what I'm doing, why I did it, maybe how I felt when all these feelings started coming in, because usually when I'm stressed or overworked or have a project due or maybe things just aren't going right in life, that's when these feelings tend to creep up more so than others.
Sure.
So it made me do an action to recognize how I was feeling that I was doing it.
And to stop you in your
And
tracks.
to stop me and then change my mindset. But the other thing it did too was the more bracelets, or even one bracelet I have to wear on my right hand, is a pain in the ass. Because I use my right hand to move my mouse, and it gets in my way. So it became an annoyance for me when I had to move all these bracelets over to my right hand, and I couldn't work, and then I was just annoyed that I was even thinking and feeling that way
in the first place. That's a good reminder.
Yeah. So I don't even wear the bracelets anymore because I've trained myself to change my mindset. So now I'm inspired. When I look at others' work, instead of feeling not good enough, I could never do that, I look at it as, what can I learn from this? What things could I take and even apply it into my own skill sets? Or, man, how'd they do that? Let me figure that out. That's so cool. Or just let myself freaking appreciate it.
Yeah, why
just
not?
Enjoy the creativity and the art that it is.
So basically live in the moment. Right?
Yeah, just live in the moment and not compare myself to others. That's a huge one in a whole nother segment or a couple segments.
Right.
Don't compare yourself to others.
Well, that's true. It's very tough for us to do, and being competitive by nature, which I'm sure all of you are, just like myself.
Yes.
And you, right?
Yeah.
It's hard not to compare yourself. It really isn't.
It is. I still work on that, but I've gotten better. So we're at the end of the first segment. When we come back, we will hear what Reggie's word is.
Ooh.
See you in a few.
Gene Wood's Racing Experience, named for the racing veteran and three-time champion, packs big racing action into extremely fast, high-performance karts that let you battle the other competitors side by side, just inches off the ground. Though the Las Vegas Strip provides a glittering backdrop, to the drivers at Gene Wood's Racing Experience, the blinking lights are all a blur. Behind the wheel of the high-performance karts, you'll zip around the half-mile track at speeds faster than other standard racing karts' top speeds. Drivers learn to commandeer the speedy karts through an instructional video before they are let loose onto the curving track for 10 heart-pounding laps. We are located at 121 East Sunset Boulevard in Las Vegas, Nevada.
You know what? It's time to go racing. Let's get her done!
Hello and welcome back to Sticks and Stones.
All right.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
We have the second segment coming up, and my guest, Reggie Sweat, is with us here today, and she's going to share with us her word. But first, would you tell us a little bit just about who you are and your background? Because you're just a woman of a lot of different talents and hats, and
Well,
I love it.
I appreciate you saying that, but I can just say to the audience out there, I'm a gal who's searching for the perfect bite and balance in life. And that's how I came up with my little line that I end with my baby YouTube channel that I just started. It's called Reg Edit It, and I also have a website that goes along with it. Now, I'm still at the beginning stages, but what it's really about is sharing tips like we are doing right now, and how to balance your life and do these things that take care of yourself and your well-being, no matter what the challenges you have in your life. Like for me, I'm a full-time caregiver for my mom, who had a stroke over 20 years ago, but now she's physically in my home for the last couple of years, and she's very limited in her speaking. She can only say 4 words, and she's right side paralyzed. So there's a lot of needs that she really has, and I have to always be on. And so other than that, I'm also a sales executive in the corporate America, and so you're trying to figure out how to make this all go around. I used to be an actress, and I used to be a model, a print model, and I've done over 50 commercials, and I've done a few films, nothing that anybody would care to know about. But
Can I have your autograph? Just, hey, you never know.
you never know. But no, but mainly my passion was hosting and actually interviewing a person like Michelle here, and you know, doing a lot of red carpet events, and I worked for the Broadway channel, and so I used to
didn't know that.
do those red carpet events up and down the strip of Las Vegas. So for the openings of like Circus du Soleil, you know, all their shows, you know, I would interview the, you know, the stars of the show as they come in and out, that kind of thing.
I love it.
Yeah, so that's
multifaceted over here.
well, you know, hence is why I started doing the YouTube channel, because I really wanted to do something of more substance and not just entertainment,
Right.
but, you know, something to share with the audience like yourself, and things that we can relate to and talk about and be interactive about.
So on that note,
What's
your word?
Right. Oops, my bad.
No, that was awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My word, and I went back and forth with all these different words, and you know, I wanted to do Michelle a service on her show here, and so,
Thank you.
but I really thought about it, and because at the end of the day, we all feel these things, and we have to figure out how do we perform in life. So, and to do our best in whatever that is. So for me, the word is commitment. So, and commitment goes in so many different directions. It's not only committing to a relationship like marriage. You know, Michelle is a newlywed herself, so she's committed to a relationship, but there's more that goes with that in that relationship. What is it? It's just committing to getting to know your partner better, being a witness to his life, which is why you are his wife.
Right.
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 And but commitment goes further than that, is about yourself and committing to yourself to take care of yourself, whatever that'll be. It could be, for me, it's health, taking care of my health, because I am a caregiver. There's so many studies that show that caregivers lose years off their life because of the high stress that you carry on for another individual. And so I thought to myself, I am going to commit to myself to take care of me no matter what's going on with those other, responsibilities I have.
And that's a hard one. I think
a hard one.
A lot of people forget to commit to themselves and take care of themselves.
Absolutely, because I found myself in, you're constantly going, your mind is going in, all night. I lose a lot of sleep with that because I'm trying to figure out all the things I need to do that next day for somebody else. But really, we have to think about it. We're committed to our job. That's like a marriage in itself.
Right.
And then you're committed to taking care of another person, an individual, whether it's your child, whether it's a parent, whether it's a spouse. And for me, I have a partner as well in life, and I committed to him. And so for him, I commit to make sure that I spend one-on-one time with him once a week, no matter what. We will have a date, whatever that looks like. And it doesn't have to mean you have to go out and spend a bunch of money. It just means that we need to focus on our relationship and connect with each other without interruptions from the outside. And then look at it as there's goals that you have within your relationship, that you need to work on. So just because you have goals in work doesn't mean you shouldn't have goals with your partner, who is the one that has your back, no matter what.
Yeah.
So that's commitment in my mind, at least.
Partner goals. I like that.
Yeah. Partner goals. Yes. So also for diet, is I committed to a very strict diet, and I don't want to say it's really a diet. It's really a lifestyle.
Yeah. And
what I was finding out is I was taking on my mom's diet, and I was gaining weight. And she eats a lot of meat and potatoes, and I'm like, wow. And so I'm going to 2 and 3 different grocery stores, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm a Trader Joe's girl and a Whole Foods girl, and then I end up in Smith's and Albertsons, and there's nothing wrong with those stores. It's just that I'm now shopping for, different people in the house. And
different diets.
Next thing I know, I've gained 15 pounds, in 6 months. And I'm like, okay. I'm not going shopping for more, larger pair of pants. I'm just not. So I decided that I am going to commit to, it's basically a fasting focused lifestyle. And I said I have to commit and really be serious about getting to my normal weight and feeling better about myself, but also to take care of my health. And that diet is basically fasting long enough so your body can heal itself naturally.
It's fascinating. We talked about it before the show, and I never heard it put the way you did, and it makes sense.
I made that up.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I hope you don't think
It's
I really
good.
made it up, but I did a lot of research, and I just find that with religion and those of us that have a religion or just, a spiritual, that fasting is the better way of meditating. It's like the higher end of meditating and connecting with God and connecting with yourself, so you get to know yourself better. So you can take it at that level, or you can take it as, hey, I'm just doing this for health reasons, internally fixing my body, whatever those physical ailments, because you have to give your body a break from eating. So commit to some type of self-care, that would help you in doing a better job in your performance for work or for a loved one or whatever that is. Because if we're no good, how are we going to take care of somebody else? Right?
That's a really, really good point. I'm glad you just said that.
Yeah.
Because if you don't love yourself, take care of yourself,
Right.
We are no good to everybody else.
Right. And who wants to be around a crabby person that's always tired because you're sleep deprived?
Right.
All these things. So, think about it. Take an hour out of the day and commit to yourself to make yourself better for someone else.
That's been a hard one for me to do. It really has. And I don't know if I've quite done it yet. It's very small pockets.
Yeah.
But
we can go on, but I know our time is short. So I hope it helps someone, to stop and think about yourself. It's just like the insecure, the word before. It's the same thing. You got to stop and look at yourself and know that you're worthy.
Right. And just to think about these things, I think, is to acknowledge that they're out there, right? Are you insecure, or is it coming out in certain ways? Are you not taking care of yourself first so you can take care of others?
Yes.
Is an important first step, just to acknowledge it.
Checks and balances.
Right.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Reggie.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate letting me stop by.
Of course.
I hope everybody out there is having a good time watching Michelle. She's a beautiful person.
Well, and on that note, she's got a YouTube channel too.
I do.
Where she gives the tips and tricks and talks about a whole plethora of different things.
Lifestyle
and things that can affect us.
Taking care of yourself, just what we were talking about. And just check me out on Reg Edit It. So I'm Reg, and I'm re-editing my life, and hopefully someone else too.
Perfect. All right, goodbye.
Bye.
Gene Wood's racing experience, named for the racing veteran and 3-time champion, packs big racing action into extremely fast, high-performance karts that let you battle the other competitors side by side, just inches off the ground. Though the Las Vegas